Hello everyone. Here we are back the next day. This paint is now dried. As you can see, I can go over it. There's no smudging. There is this little part that kind of cracked off, but I'm just gonna glue it down a little bit. The paint might do that, but as you'll see, we will be actually mixing our paints with glue now. So hopefully that will prevent that from happening. So I'm going to show you how to mix your colors. So as you can see, we have our primary colors, red, yellow, blue, and then we have white and black, which are two different colors that we can add to our colors to make shades and hues. So all very good vocabulary words here. So I'm going to pick through my paintbrushes. I'm going to start with this middle body part. I'm going to make it like a blue turquoisey color. So I'm going to get my colors on my palette, which is my little styrofoam guy over here. And I'm gonna make sure to not take too much, and we're gonna have a separate paintbrush for every color so that we don't mix our colors in the paints. Ms. Burrows needs to collect these back. Do not mix your paints. What are we not gonna do? We're not gonna mix our paints. Awesome. You guys are the best. So different paintbrushes, make sure you have enough. I have a whole bunch that I will give you all in class. And if you are at home, make sure to be rinsing it out in a water cup if you only have a few. So I have my blue and my yellow, and then I'm going to add a tiny bit of white. And I'm going to mix those together. Get this really, really beautiful teal color. It's my favorite color ever. And the only reason why I was able to get it right away was because I have mixed colors many, many times. So if you are a beginner at mixing colors, that is perfectly okay. We all start there. So you're in the right place, right? So you can see this beautiful teal. We're all gonna be learning how to mix our colors, so it's okay if you don't get it on the first one or the first try. You know, if this is a little too dark, I'm just gonna add, I would add a little bit of white to it. If it was a little bit too light, I would add a little black. Black is a very bold color, so please be careful with how much black you use. You might be surprised by how little goes a long way with the color black. So here we are going to now transition into mixing in our glue. So we're gonna put about equal parts into our paint that we put in as well for the glue. So just wait for this to go down. We'll spray some out, squeeze some out. Put our glue back, and then we'll mix our glue in with our paint. The glue is used so that our paint becomes a little bit more see-through, also known as transparent. That is one of our important vocabulary words as well. So transparency is the ability to see through something. So this is transparent paper. So again, we're making our paint a little transparent. I feel like I didn't get enough in there, so I'm just gonna add a little bit more. You'll kind of be able to tell with your paintbrush how much more you'll have to add. It is a guessing game, so there's no right or wrong. Just, kind of try to get those equal parts. So, you might want to spray and then, or squeeze, I keep saying spray, squeeze the glue out and then mix it and then see where it's at and then do it again. So we're going to start with the painting now. So again, I'm going to paint this middle part. So just like normal paint, you are going to use your brush and you're going to spread the paint out. And as you can see, the paint is very transparent. So this is ideal for our stained glass effect. So you're going to paint your whole page. You're going to continue with that process of mixing your paint with the glue. You're going to go back and you're going to fill in any little parts that you might have missed. The paint strokes are a beautiful texture and you can use that to your advantage. So be smart about your paint strokes, think about them, They make them intentional, right? They don't all have to be random. Make them a part of the design. Mine are gonna be very wavy, very flowy, just how the bird is very flowy, right? So now I'm going to speed this up and then you guys will get started. So you might be noticing that I'm being a tiny bit sloppy and I am going over these black lines a little bit. That is okay if you do that, because at the end we are going to go back over our black lines with more black paint and little white spots as well if we want to add those fine details. So it's okay if you get on your black lines a little bit. That's totally normal. Again, it's a part of the learning, you know, so we gotta be flexible, trust the process as always, and raise your hand if you need my help. And you will continue again with this process all the way around the composition, and let me know if you need anything. Good luck. Alright, so as you can see, I have my paint all laid out. Like we said before, our black lines are going to get filled with some color. You're gonna try to stay in your areas for the most part, for the most of your colors, but it is okay if you get a tiny bit on the black, because we are about to go over the black again. So you are going to again find your fine tip paintbrush and get your black paint. This is the last step. And here we have our finished piece. So as you guys can see, we went over again with that black paint, really making that line solid. I also went up here with the Sharpie, and you can see it's a little see-through still, so I would definitely suggest using the black paint for all of those final lines. Again, talking about the paint strokes being a part of the design, you can see I was very intentional with my paint strokes, every one of them adding to the texture of the piece. And that is all I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stained glass project. I know I did. All right, bye.